Namaste, everyone. When we talk about today's world, when we look back in the 30, 40 years, or maybe more than that, all humanity is doing is trying to make convenience around us. And with that revolution came the gadgets and the cell phones, and now AI and everything. And our younger generation is really working hard to fit into the new systems, so called the convenience designed just for us to make our lives much more simpler and easy to live. All sounds good. A lot of things are so simple. We can talk to someone thousands of miles away. We can watch them. We can do all kind of things with the click of a button. So, in theory, our lives should be much peaceful, much easier. There should be more time for us to laugh, more time for the families, for the partners, for children. But if you see around, you have actually become more busier in life. There are new gadgets, new cell phones, new systems, new apps, new everything, the robotic systems and all. Everything is trying to take your attention away. And we have become so busy to get absorbed into those systems that we are now working more harder to understand how fast the system is changing and how can we fit inside the system. And as a result, the mind is running so fast, like million miles an hour. Mind is running in all the directions. The social media has become very absorbing, challenging, attention seeking, and we feel that if we miss few hours on social media, we have missed so much in life. And the social media is designed to hook you, and algorithms at the back end work so fast that you really sometimes feel what is happening. And we have hardly any time left for ourselves. All the time we are thinking about how to understand the system, how to make money out of that, how to make this and that. As a result, the mind runs faster. And what are we losing? We are losing the sense of life, the sense of peace, the sense of love and belongingness, the emotional connections that we humans are designed to make. So, especially this situation goes to our Gen Z, the younger generations, because they are, let us say, in the school, the training starts how to fit in the society, but society is running so fast that you are tumbling all the way every day. No matter what you try to do, you get lost. And the question comes how to quieten the mind, because we are trying to do 1 million things at the same time, not able to complete that, not able to understand everything behind it. If somebody gives us a question, we just Google search and write first few lines, and this is what we do, cut and paste and say, okay, we have written the essay on that. But nobody has got time to go into the depth to understand the topic, which our generation used to have. So how to quieten the mind comes the big question, because quietening the mind means whatever you are doing, you will be able to do with mindfulness, with the peace in your heart, and very focused and determined. Unless there are certain circumstances, but until we train our mind, we are not going to achieve it. And based on that, so much stress levels have risen up. The depression cases are rising up, the blood pressure cases are rising up, diabetes, and all that you name, and the younger generation have that disorder in their body. When we talk about life in general and we want to understand what life is, first thing we need to really understand who are we and what are we trying to do, and what is the way to control that is controlling us, which is mind. So when we take this part into our scriptures, and there is a beautiful verse that I want to chant here, that Indriyananam manonathastu marutah marutasya layanato salayam nadamashritah. In the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which was written thousands of years ago by Yogi Machendranath ji, very beautiful examples how to train the mind, how to quieten the mind. And what it says is Indriyananam manonathastu, that your mind is the controller of your sense organs. Right now your sight is busy, your ears are busy, your mind is running. But how to control these sense organs? To control the sense organs, we need to control the mind. Mind is the one that pushes your sense organs outside. And then manonathastu marutah. Then how to control the mind? How to quieten the mind? That is through the marut, which is your breath. The mind is very active, very, very active when you are breathing absent-mindedly, which means you have no control or no awareness of your breath. And at that time, your mind is going million miles an hour. And marutasya layonatho, which means to control the marut, which is your breath has to be in the flow. For that, you have to be aware of your breath. And then the breath must be in the flow, which means not dictated by your circumstances. For example, if somebody is feeling very excited, the breath is very shallow or fast. If somebody is angry, the breath is very shallow. Somebody is depressed, the breath is broken. Somebody is feeling unhealthy inside, the breath goes all over the place. But somebody is in the love and peace, the breath goes deeper. But if you see, notice that small child, the infant, the breath is happening very nice, inhale and exhale. And for that, the child is always peaceful. Because now the breath is in the flow. When the breath is in the flow, the mind comes home. When the mind comes home, your sense organs are controlled by you. You are not being controlled by your sense organs and mind. And sa layam nadam ashritah, that lay, that flow is controlled by your connection inside, that eternal sound that is happening inside. Overall, to quieten the mind, to make mind your friend, all younger ones and everyone, all you have to do is just be aware of your breath. And based on that only, Buddha gave this meditation called Anapanasati, means ana, inhale and exhale sati, like a saman. We have different pranas, different breath works, pran, apan, saman, vayan, udan. So pran and apan, when they are of equal length and they both merge into your navel, that meditation is called Anapanasati. So watching your breath or observing your breath, what are we trying to do? We are trying to quieten the mind. As soon as we quieten the mind, peace prevails on us. The compassion comes out, and absolute insights are developed at that stage. So, if we do not practice to control the mind controls our life. And mind is designed to run your sense organs in the world. And for that, mind will operate through your hunger, through your thirst, and all that, trying to put greed in you, trying to put fear in you. Everything is phenomena of absent-minded breath when the mind is much more powerful. But when you become aware of your breath, then the mind becomes the powerful tool to create what you have been trying so hard. So, the law of abundance or attraction or law of manifestation, it is all created by the mindful activity only. When your breath is peaceful, the mind is controlled, the mind's activity is controlled. At that moment, you can manifest. That moment, whatever activity you are doing with mindfulness. You are absolutely engaged in the activity, and you will be able to complete the task. So, running out there and making startups for 1 million tasks you have, and before you even finish, you jump on to the other one. Please try to be aware of your breath and make sure that your breath is in the flow. I mean, it is not easy to be aware of your breath 24 hours, but whenever you practice, you come back home, you make yourself available and make the beginning from there on. It's all about mindful living. But when the breath is not aware, you are not aware of the breath, the mind is going to make monkey out of you. And what are we going to manifest? We are going to manifest chaos. We are going to manifest confusion. We are going to manifest stress in our lives. So that then the question comes that when we are sitting, we are thinking so much that we lose control on who we are and what to do. Overthinking happens so much that we actually become very addicted to the thoughts. If somebody doesn't have anything to do, then they will try to find something so they can start thinking. And opposite is the one that we are looking for. We are looking for a peace in our life, but the world is such that the mind is such that it cannot sit idle. It has to think. Thought is the food for the mind to operate, so the sense organs can run outside and you can connect yourself outside. So then the question comes, how to quieten the overthinking mind? And for that, first we have to really actually understand what stimulates the thinking and what stimulates the overthinking. Okay, so very first shloka in the Ashtanga Yoga is Yogascha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Chitta Vritti, Vritti is the circle, and mind is going round and round all the time. So yoga, when we talk about spirituality, yoga is to break that cyclical pattern of the thoughts, and most of the time, whenever we are giving energy to the thoughts, we are actually losing our own life force energy, and we are becoming so exhausted by the end of the day that we are completely depleted of our life force energy. So overthinking comes when there is a fear-based survival mechanism that is going on. That is, what if this doesn't happen? What if that happens? What if I lose that? What if this doesn't work through? What if my business goes the other way? What if and what if and what if? And what mind is doing? Every time the what if coming, as mind is actually throwing fear at you. So you go into the overthinking mode. Because the fear will manifest when you have developed attachments to something, attachment to your position, for example, your social position, or attachment to your wealth, attachment to your partners, attachment to the lifestyle you are having. Too afraid or too scared to let go. You're holding it too tight. You cannot have a thought of losing that possession that is with you. So that is when you try to manipulate through your thoughts. What can I do to control it? What can I do to hold it with me forever? What can I do to have it more? And as a result, your mind goes into so much manipulative mode. It will throw you into the greed, how to have it more. It will throw into the delusion that I can't live with that anymore. It will give you the anger. If nobody should take it, it will give you that jealousy that why can't I have it if someone has it? It gives you envy, it gives you possessiveness. All kind of things are fear-based. When you are wanting something that doesn't belong to you and you want to have it too quick, and that is the real situation in this world right now. The younger populations, they want to achieve success, and they want to achieve success like now. Without working for it, they are looking for a formula, that they put the formula and everything is manifested. And that's what social media is also trying to do, that so many influencers are there and you look at them and say, okay, wow, it's so easy to make reels, and I'm going to make reels and have 10 million views and I'm going to make that much of money. And again, so you start thinking about it. I want to have more, I want to have this, I want to have that. All of that is when you are not happy inside with who you are. You are comparing your life with the outer world, and the mind goes into that thinking and overthinking like your car is on the roundabout and you do not know where is the exit. Till the fuel runs out of the car and you just stop. That's what's going to happen. If you're not paying attention, if you don't know what you want to achieve, soon this life is going to finish off, and then you will look back that what have I done with my life? So right now, take a pause, breathe, get your mind back in your breath, quieten the mind, and then take the next step with a peaceful mind. So one is, what do we want to create in life? Do we want to create confusion in our life, stress, depression, or we want to create what we want to manifest, which is a peaceful life, happy life, convenient life? The only difference is the mind. If the mind is uncontrolled, it is going to create chaos in the life. But if the mind is controlled, it is going to create a beautiful life for you. Take an example, if you throw the seeds out, it is slowly going to grow into a jungle which is unplanned and you are not able to see through it. But if you plant those seeds properly, you are going to raise a beautiful garden. Similarly, the mind is when you are aware of your thoughts, mindful of your activity, you are going to raise, or you're going to manifest a beautiful life. But if your thoughts are uncontrolled, you are unaware of your breath, your mind is uncontrolled, your sense organs are like wild horses, the life you will create is like a jungle. You can't go through it. Every time you will try to go through it, you will face your own resistance. Uncontrolled mind will force you to develop a lot of fear-based thoughts, fear-based belief systems. But when you are aware of your breath, when you are mindful of your thoughts, you are going to create understanding-based thoughts, and you are made to challenge the existing boundaries. You will question more and you will go much more deeper. The understanding about life will go much more deeper when you become aware of your breath, when you are performing everything with mindfulness. So the choice has been given to us by our Creator, or all that is. We have to take breath, inhale and exhale, because that's not in our hand. We have to live our life. But how we take the breath, whether we take the absent-minded breath, whether we take the shallow breath, whether we take the broken breath, whether we take the deeper breath, that's in our hand. We cannot blame anyone for taking our peace out. If we are connected to our breath, and when your breath is connected to your navel and you are aware of it and you are inhaling and exhaling with mindfulness, then you will create the life. Otherwise, mind is trying to create life based on hunger and thirst. Now, very interesting thing is, when your breath is absent-minded, or let us say when your mind is running everywhere, that means the world, the material world or outside world is controlling your life. Like these gadgets, these social medias, these YouTubes and Googles and Reels and news and boss and AI and algorithms and all that, you are being controlled by outside world. And you have lost a sense of self inside. But when you are aware of yourself, when you are mindful about your breathing, that means now you are connected to your internal world. At that moment, you are controlling your life. And that is a time when you can design or manifest the life that you are wanting. At that moment, when you are connected to yourself, that is a time you become much more powerful, much more confident, much more stable and grounded and anchored inside you. But if you are not aware of yourself, if you are not mindful, then the world outside is controlling you, which means they are going to take your attention away. You're going to lose your breath. You're going to absorb the stress from outside. The depressions hit you, the disease hit you, all that kind. So look around you, maybe take a pause in your life and just think what I just said. Just contemplate. Are you living the life connected to the outer world, or you are living the life connected to your inner self? If you are connected to the outer world, then I'm sorry to say, you are not living your life. You are spending your life every day based on poverty consciousness, based on the weaknesses. You are searching for the power outside. You are searching for the peace outside. And the world is very smart. It will make sure that you can never win that game. But when you are connected to inside, there is a power inside you. There is a calmness. There is a peace inside you. And when your life is happening inside, that is when you are living the life. Connected to the world, you are spending the life. When you're connected to your breath, your inner self, then you start living your life. Then your decisions will be based on the reality, not the imagination. Then your decisions are grounded. They are anchored. There is a peace and understanding. There is a wisdom in those decisions. So friends, take a pause. Take a deep breath. Just think about it. How have you spent the previous life from today backwards? And what kind of life are you going to live from next moment onwards? The decision comes right at the present moment, right now. The breath is happening. The mind is there in the absent mind. Absent breath, the mind is there. So, entirely your life, your choice. But if you are living, if you want to live the life, then let's live it properly. If you want to breathe, let's breathe properly. If you want to relish the world, let's relish it properly. So connect to your inner self, develop the inner power, make your core stronger, ground yourself, be peaceful with your decisions, take responsibility for your decisions, and then go out and live the material life 100%. So you are not here to only live 100% material life. That is only half life you are living till you connect to inside. That is the another 100%. Another half of you is happening. So you are here to relish the inner world and outer world. But if you are hooked only to the outer world, the end result will be misery, sufferings, heartbreaks, sadness, loneliness. But when you are connected to the inner world, the result will be peace, love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, power. So these are the results. And of course, mental well-being, health. You will heal yourself by becoming mindful to your breath. You will heal your physical body. You will heal your mental bodies. All comes with the breath only. And as the scientists have proven, you release 3% toxins through your excreta, 7% toxins through your urination, 20% toxins through your sweat, and guess what? 70% toxins you release through your breath. So if you are able to breathe fully, you will be detoxifying your mind, your body at the same time to an extent of 70%. And when you are detoxified, you can guess. So choice is your, life is your. Be mindful, quieten your mind, be aware of your breath, and start living the life rather than spending the life. Happy life. Hari Om.